Hi guys, welcome to English Lessons with Kate. Are you ready to expand your vocabulary and learn more English expressions? Let's do it right away. Today, we're gonna learn 10 smart English idioms to describe a person. Idioms are phrases. They just don't make sense if you translate them word to word, and you have to know the meaning of the whole phrase. So this word combination has another meaning that's more figurative. These idioms are commonly used in daily conversations. So all these expressions help you understand English better, and you will learn to describe someone's character and personality. There are so many ways to describe people with idioms. They can be positive, negative, and neutral. If you really want to understand native speakers, you should definitely know these commonly used phrases. Let's get started. Number 1 is a fast talker. Have you heard this one before? A fast talker is a confident person who can persuade others to do something because of his or her ability to speak well.
A fast talker.
Someone who can get others to believe something that is not true. If a person persuades someone to do something, this person causes them to do it by giving them some reasons for doing it. A fast talker can persuade people to do what he or she wants. It is mostly used in the negative way. For example, this young man is a real fast talker. He sold me items which are absolutely useless. It was just a waste of money. Let's move on to the next one. Number 2 is a go-getter. A go-getter is someone with a lot of energy, drive, and motivation. We can use this to talk about people who are determined to be successful. These people always go an extra mile, willing to work hard to get what they want.
You begin to see yourself as a go-getter.
Go-getters are able to deal with new or difficult situations easily. They go and get things done. In order to be a successful worker, you should be a go-getter. Number 3 is a mover and a shaker. This idiom has a similar meaning to a go-getter. A person who is able to get things done with a power, influence, or money. We use this phrase to describe people who have influence in a particular activity or field. Let's imagine that you are a famous writer, and a lot of people all over the world enjoy reading your books, and you have your personal strength and power. So you are a mover and a shaker in your professional world.
A mover and a shaker and a wheeler and a dealer.
Here is another example of this idiom. I'd love to visit the conference because it's gonna be full of movers and shakers of the industry. Number 4 is a chatterbox. This means a person who talks a lot, person who tends to use so many words, an extremely talkative person. For example, in every school group there is an annoying student who is constantly speaking during the classes. So the teacher may call him a chatterbox.
Come on, chatterbox. Let's hit the hay.
Yeah, he's a real chatterbox.
Number 5 is a happy camper. A happy camper is a comfortable, contented person. We can describe someone who is happy and satisfied, for example, with their job or a product. She's a happy camper. She never complains about anything.
And I can tell you, because he's my neighbor, he's a happy camper.
This expression is also often used in the negative, to mean someone who is unhappy or displeased. You can say that someone is not a happy camper if they are angry. She was not a happy camper when her proposal was rejected. The next one is a wallflower. A wallflower is a very shy, introverted person. We use this word to describe someone who doesn't feel comfortable around other people. Someone who doesn't like to take part in social activities. These people usually distance themselves from the crowd.
You're a wallflower.
I'm not some creepy wall.
Fuck. All right, little wallflower.
For example, she likes to be alone. She avoids talking to people at social events. She is a wallflower. Number 7. And this idiom has the opposite meaning to a wallflower. A party animal. A party animal is a person who enjoys going to parties and drinking a lot of alcohol and behaving in a loud and wild way. Someone who likes to have fun, having good time with friends. For example, she has a reputation of a party animal. She likes to dance all night. Do you know anyone who is a party animal? Number 8 is an armchair critic.
And every time I hear some armchair critic say,
this idiom is used when we talk about a person who knows or pretends to know a lot about something in theory rather than practice. An armchair critic is someone who criticizes a subject without any real experience of it. For example, she is such an armchair critic. She has no experience in computer repair, but she is ready to give plenty of advice. Number 9 is a wet blanket. Do you know the meaning of the word blanket? It is a large piece of material used as a covering on a bed. And probably you know this uncomfortable feeling of being covered with a blanket when it's wet. When we describe a person with the idiom a wet blanket, we mean someone who says or does something that stops other people enjoying themselves.
You're such a wet blanket.
Someone who prevents other people from having fun. For example, he is a wet blanket, so we never invite him to our place. Number 10, a smart cookie. A smart cookie is a very clever person.
Obviously, he's a pretty smart cookie.
It is a bright idiom to use for someone who is highly intelligent, someone who makes good decisions and full of great ideas. For example, anyone who made a lot of money in the information industry is clearly a smart cookie. Well, that's it for today's lesson. That was 10 wonderful idioms to describe a person. Now, please let me know in the comments which one of these idioms can you describe yourself. Can you use it in the comments? Use these idioms to describe people, and don't forget that most of these idioms are informal. Thank you so much for learning English with me. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, like the video, and click the bell to get notifications, and I'll see you next week. Bye!